if you guys know me well, then you'll know, like, in my Discord and everything, I constantly post pictures of Fortnite Nerf guns. Now, I know that sounds weird, right? For whatever reason, this is the thing I'm collecting. Just Fortnite branded Nerf weapons. Yeah, I know, right? It's strange. Out of all the things I could possibly collect, I choose these. Yeah. The thing that is probably got me curious, right, is with the 2020 lineup being revealed to be the TAC SMG, which is already released, the bolt action sniper releasing in June, the grenade launcher releasing in August, and the scope revolver releasing in fall, I gotta wonder what the 2020 lineup would be. And I think, like, I think I've got what I wanted. I think I've got my answers down. Now, just to let you guys know, I'm never becoming a toy channel. Don't you dare think that, because I'm never becoming a toy channel, okay? I'm never gonna become one, I promise. And I know this video is gonna be, like, universally hated by both my fanbase and by Nerf people, because, like, the Nerf people hate the Fortnite brand, and my fanbase hates me talking about Nerf, and they hate the fact that I keep buying them. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be a universally hated video, but I don't care. Like, I collect these things because I think it's cool to have what I use in the video game in real life. Sort of. Not like, I'm not gonna go out buying, like, the real world counterparts. But I do think it's cool to, like, have models of them like this. So, let's start my list. The first weapon I think is the drum gun. Now, why the drum gun? Well, there are some drum Nerf weapons out there, like, I'm talking the CS50 and things. Like, I have actually bought the CS50, the only Fortnite Nerf gun I don't own, purely because, honorable mention to the minigun, I don't think Nerf can think of a way to make a magazine that uses elite darts that's also big enough to hold like 50 without putting it in a drum and attaching it to the minigun. Also, the minigun would be hella expensive for like a fully automatic thing. So like, I think the minigun's out of Nerf's question. I don't think it would be possible for them to hold like 50 darts without a drum, which is why the minigun is off my list. But you do have a few drum Nerf ones, but this isn't a drum Fortnite gun, and I feel like the drum gun could do a good job of that. Of course, this would be a pretty pricey one, because, like, you got a few pricey ones out there, like the Scar and the grenade launcher, which are, like, really, really pricey. And having a semi-automatic or fully automatic assault weapon like the drum gun, with a drum that can hold, like, 20 to 30 elite darts or something, that would be quite expensive, considering the Scar is about the same size as the drum gun. I think the drum gun is ever so slightly smaller. And, like, yeah, you guys get the idea. It probably would be possible to make the drum gun, but it'd be pretty pricey. And I've got Midas drum gun here as well, in case they wanted to get a bit unique and make it, like, fully yellow. And call it, like, the DRM or something, like Drum Gun Mythic. But they could also make the DRR, which is Drum Gun Rare. Anyway, next on my list. This is the one I think should happen the most, and this is the heavy sniper rifle. Now, since they've obviously teased the bolt action sniper coming out in June, I personally think that we should get an alternative sniper like we did with the Deagle. So, like, if you guys have seen the dual pistols and the suppressed pistol, internal magazine of 3 elite darts, and then the Deagle, you could just put one dart in the middle of the thing, fire it, and you have to grab another one, put it in, and prime it and fire it again, blah 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 blah. Like, if you guys know how the Deagle works, I feel like the heavy sniper could be kind of like that, but for sniper rifles, so that you have more choice and options. First of all, the bolt action uses elite darts. I think the heavy should use mega darts, because, I mean, have you seen how big and loud this thing is? Like, Jesus Christ, it's such a slow weapon as well. But it's very powerful. And considering the power of the heavy sniper, and how slow it is, I feel like a mega dart would suit this weapon perfectly. And, like, you could just have, like, a magazine or something with one dart that goes in the bottom. Or you can just have, like, a gap in the side that you put your dart in, push it in, and then you, I don't know, prime or something. I have no idea how you prime a sniper. I don't use the heavy that often in game, but I do think the heavy would be a perfect fit. And then just pull the trigger and fire it, obviously. It'd be like a sniper, and seeing it as a, like, an epic weapon as well, like the TAC SMG or the Deagle, would be a nice color scheme to suit it, because we have way too many yellow ones, I'm sorry. But like, yeah, I feel like the heavy would be a perfect fit for this. Of course, the name of it would be I said it earlier, HSRE, the HSR-E, or Heavy Sniper Rifle Epic. You know, moving on, this is a bit of a strange one, because right here you could either go for like BAR or BARL, which is Burst Assault Rifle, Rare, or Legendary. Like, the Burst would obviously be an alternative to the Scar, I guess. But the thing is here is this is why I'm not so certain, but I'm curious as to see how would Nerf make a Burst Assault weapon? How could they make it fire 3 at a time before you have to prime again? I want to know how they would make a burst weapon. That's the only reason this is on the list. Just because, like, also seeing, like, the, like, model for this would be really, really cool. Yeah, I'm curious. How on earth would they make the burst work? Anyway, now I'm on to my final pick. And this is the most ambitious one. Every single rocket weapon they have is, like, air-based. So, what if we had a pistol that fired rockets? And the only one I think that could do that perfectly and work is the Flintlock, considering the massive size of this stupid weapon. But if they had a Flintlock that could fit a rocket inside it, and somehow, like, pressure enough air to, like, launch the rocket pretty far, while also keeping it a trigger weapon, I am extremely curious to see how they would make a Flintlock pistol work. I want to see the Flintlock, and I want to see it as a rocket weapon. Now, I am not done. Obviously, there are a few weapons that I want to give honorable mentions to. One of them was obviously the minigun earlier. The other two are the pump shotgun and the compact SMG. The only reason that I think these could stand a chance is because they have Super Soaker variants. They haven't actually shown off the compact SMG, but if you saw the Toy Fair videos, you'll see it was right behind the pump shotgun. They did show off the pump shotgun. I do also own the pump shotgun Super Soaker myself, but I could personally see these two becoming part of the lineup in the future. But those aren't part of my picks. These 4 picks I feel like are the most ambitious, but the best ones that they could go for. My highest hopes is the Heavy Sniper and the Flintlock, personally, but I would like to see what you guys think. You guys are probably going to say, why does this video exist in the comments, aren't you? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in a later video. Good day.